Talking about great investment opportunities, what is your relationship with gaming?
With gaming. No, I am the chairman of what started out as an esports company. And it took me a bit of time to understand that. But, you know, I have children myself as well. And what you see is that all young people, I mean, kids, but also youth and young adults, more of them than not have a relationship to gaming. Not for the sake of watching esports necessarily. Some of them do, but it's what people do, and it's a thing they're social around. So I think what you're alluding to is I'm the chairman of an esports club, which has just been rebranded 00 Nation from Nordavind. We're trying to create something that goes a lot beyond gaming and esports as well. And I think we were very lucky in after we did a fundraising and a listing of the company about a year ago. We came in touch with a team that had been quite central in building maybe one of the most known esports franchises in the world, called FaZe Clan, which actually now is IPOing through a SPAC in the US at a valuation of $650 million. And I think what we saw that they had managed to do is to build a company with gaming and esports at the core, but also bringing in other elements that youth and young adults are interested in. So music, sports, fashion, art. And I think the whole idea, because we were fascinated. Tor Olav Trøim gave the first seed money to Nordavind, as it was called, after we had been tipped off by a US investor. We know that here's a market that's growing. There's half a billion fans. You know, they sell out Madison Square Garden. You know, there's some prize money. So it was easy to be intrigued, but it wasn't clear to me to begin with, what is the actual business model? How are you going to make money? And it's clear that just having a good esports team, that is not a moneymaker. Firstly, I mean, the players take a lot of most of the winnings. It's all about the engagement you can create through this content, through this entertainment, which is gaming and esports. If you can tie it in with the other things, you're able to reach what I think advertisers call the unreachables, the people between 15 and 35, because they don't look at regular linear TV. They don't read most of the online newspapers where people tend to advertise. You have to be on their platforms, which are Twitch, which are YouTube, which are Discord. And I think what we're seeing now, we have a couple of commercial partnerships. You know, DNB, the Norwegian bank, was quite brave. I think the first bank in Western Europe to come in and sponsor an esports organization. We've been working with them for 2 years, and now we're lining up a lot of other very interesting commercial sponsorships. But we're also doing more for them. We're helping them engage with their target group. So, like for Xbox now, who just launched a new video game, Forza. It's a car game. They are a partner. They give us a budget. We've actually taken in people who comes from the ad and media industry. And we have a guy called Christian Aas who built a television part of Try here in Norway. So then, you know, we go in, they create basically the campaign without an agency. The idea, they shoot the film, they put it out through their channels, and we're getting massive endorsements from, you know, global head of marketing at Xbox. And together with that, because we have musicians that are affiliated, you know, we did the song. We launched a music video with Amanda Delara, if the Norwegians might know her, which is now, I think, last time I checked, on track to play 200 times on 1,000 times on Spotify the first week. So it's all about creating an engaging community, and then you know, monetizing that through this audience. And it's fun for a guy that I'm not even on Facebook or Instagram to. So I know my limitations, but I think it's been fun to get to, you know all these people who are at the cutting edge, I guess, of what goes on in technology in youth culture. And I think we're starting to get it into a structure where commercially it can actually become a business that makes money.
That's super interesting and fascinating to hear about. But you said you're the chairman, so I mean, I know a lot of companies that would love to have you on their board. So the question is, what makes you want to get involved, either in a company or a restaurant or whatever? Is it just your passion, or is it through relationships, or is it serendipity and timing?
But mostly it has to be either passion, I guess, if it's something you know well, like shipping, or it can be curiosity, like if you take the esports bit. And to be honest, I was working for Tora Trøim at the time, and I was put in as a board member. I didn't really understand it. I was there to kind of make sure that nothing went wrong. And then I get to learn more about the business, and I see these great people who started without any financial backing and I guess are creating an industry that doesn't exist. And that got me intrigued enough, and I think I started understanding some models. And yeah, you mentioned some of the other things. It's things that you either know and care about, or you're curious about, but also doing it with good people. I think that's one of the biggest joys of business is meeting people, getting to know people, both internally, but also you get to deal with a lot of impressive or smart or interesting people as customers. And I think kind of creating teams and connecting dots. Every business I'm involved with, there's a lot of very different people, but I think it needs to be like that. I know what I'm okay at. I know what I don't know anything about, and then I try to find the people who know something about those things.
It makes sense. Just looking at esport and gaming, there's a very close connection with that ecosystem and the crypto ecosystem. Have you considered learning more about crypto, or is it a field that you say that I have too much on my plate, so I don't want to get involved with the crypto space right now?
Well, I tried to learn, and luckily we got some of the most advanced people in Norway within 00 Nation. I mean, we have a guy called Trym Ruud as one of our talents, who I think, if not the most successful, but one of the most successful crypto artists in Norway. I think he sold crypto art for 20 million kroner this year. So he's part of our team. We are working very closely with, and he's also part of the 00 Nation family, a guy called Johnny Hertz, who's a traditional artist that's now traditional contemporary artist that's now launching crypto art. So I'm on the learning thing, but it's all about having curious people around you who and what I understand is you have to be a bit more open-minded, because I come from the day business is stupid, like shipping. It's a ship, it costs this much, this is how much you earn, this is what it costs to operate, and there is a number, it's a mathematical number what comes out of it. I think with this this crypto art, it's a lot more evolving, and you kind of have to follow as you go along.